Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we'll be making a macrame wall hanging. So last week I tried a macrame wall hanging with the cords that I had and it turned out pretty decent, but I think there are some mistakes here and there because it was the first time that I was trying it out. So I tried another version with the knowledge that I acquired after watching all the YouTube videos and also because of all the mistakes that I did in the earlier macrame wall hanging. And today we'll be doing this particular wall hanging with all the easiest knots possible. So without further ado, let's get started into the video. So for supplies, the first thing that you would need is cords, and try to choose a braided cord over a twisted cord if you're trying it out for the first time like me, because a braided cord is much more sturdy instead of the twisted cord, which is a bit looser and a bit more elastic. Next thing would be to choose the knots that you want to use, and the easiest knots are a square knot and a cluff hitch knot. So these two knots together you can form different variations and make different type of patterns. So let's get started. So first you need to hang your dowel or a wooden stick onto a very comfortable place for you to work, and then insert all the cords one by one in this fashion. For the length of the cords, whatever is the final length that you want your wall hanger to be, multiply that into 4 and cut out cords of that length. For making square knot, choose 4 cords, and the middle 2 cords will be supporting cord, whereas the cords on the left and the right will be your working cords. Now choose a side. Say let's start with the left side. Take the leftmost cord and make a 4 shape by placing it over the other 3 cords. Then take the leftmost cord and take it and place it over this horizontal cord, and then twist it back and loop it inside of the 4 shape, bring it out and then pull it tightly. So when you pull this knot tightly, make sure that you are pulling the support cord, that is the middle 2 cords, and then tighten it. So this is part 1. For part 2, if you had started with 4 shape from your left side, then go ahead by making the same thing on your right side. So the rightmost cord will make the 4 shape, then the leftmost cord will come over it, then go behind, come out through the loop, and then tighten it. So now you can see it's almost looking like a chain stitch. If you are into embroidery, you would know. So this is one square knot. Now complete the square knot for the entire stretch from your left to right. Once the first line is complete, we have to go for the next square knot, but this is called as an alternating square knot, which means that we will take 2 cords from the earlier square knot and then use 2 cords from the adjacent side and then do the square knot again. Two cords from the end goes off, and then you keep doing the square knot. Once the second line is over, again add back the 2 cords and then start the square knot again. This time when you do it, make sure not to tighten the cord too much. Whenever you're doing square knots, make sure that your the chain stitch, kind of that shape that comes, the knot shape, it has to be horizontal. Don't make it tilted. So now for that, sometimes when you leave some gap and do a square knot, you would need to leave sufficient cord length so that it doesn't get tightened so much. Next is a cluff hitch knot. For this cluff hitch knot, we'll be making it in a horizontal fashion to differentiate or to demarcate the boundary between our existing pattern and the pattern that we're going to follow below this one. For a square knot, take 1 cord. So I'm starting from my left. So I'm taking the leftmost cord and then placing it horizontally. So if you're starting, you can tape it up on your rightmost side for support. I'm just holding it with my hands. So place your supporting cord over your working cord, and then take your working cord, the first one from the leftmost, loop it through and pull it out. So don't pull both the cords together. If you do that, you will get a knot formation and it will not look nice. So what you need to do is, instead of pulling both the cords, only pull your wrapping cord, so that turn looks very nice over your cluff hitch knot. Now do the same with the same cord again. Repeat that step again. Loop in through your cord and bring it out through the loop and tighten. Once the cluff hitch knot is complete, below to that we'll be doing alternating square knots again, but in a diamond fashion. What you need to do is, we have 36 cords in total. Make 3 parts. That means each part will have 12 cords each. Each 12 cord set will make 1 diamond shape each in the 12 cords. Divide it into 3 again and take the middle 4 cords and start your square knot. Now once the square knot is done, divide your cords and then add the adjacent 2 cords and do this next square knot, which means it's an alternating square knot. Do that for the right 2 cords and then for the left 2 cords. You'll be seeing a triangle formation. So here we have the top half of the diamond shape complete, and you have to repeat the same procedure for the bottom triangle half, and that's it. What I have done is that right after the cluff hitch knot, I made 3 sets of diamonds. Then further to that, I made 2 sets which are alternating diamonds, and followed it by 3 sets. And after the diamonds, again I made a symmetric pattern. That means I did the cluff hitch knot and then followed it by alternating square knots. So this is pretty simple pattern and you can follow this. And for the ends, you can either leave it open as such, but what I did was I did a barrel knot at the end. And for doing the barrel knot, just make a loop like your normal knot. Whatever is a normal knot that you do, make a loop, and instead of pulling it tight right away, just loop your cord multiple times, say 3 or 4 at the max, and then pull it down. That's it. It'll look like a barrel. Once you get a hang of these basic knots, you can try whatever you want, especially plant hangers. There are a lot of people trying out plant hangers, and the only knot that you need to learn is a square knot. So once you have mastered the square knot trick, you can do a plant hanger yourself. In fact, plant hanger was the first thing that I tried out myself before I tried this particular wall hanging. But the second one, the one that we did today, that's my favorite right now. So maybe I'll do a couple more of such macrame wall hanging after a while, but not now because my arms are aching so much, my fingers are also aching so much. See you next time with another video. Also guys, if you like the content on my channel, I request you to kindly subscribe to this channel and also enable the bell notifications